and welcome back to Yay Basketball, the basketball game show. Monday, November 11th, 2024, 11/11. Make a wish. I hope it came true. Don't tell anybody. I am your host and producer, Michael Padilla. Along with me today, I've got a Bob Aldrich.
Thanks, Michael. Glad to be here. I'm taking a little break from my Balatro round, so you know.
As well as Justin Moore.
Hey guys, good to be here. Glad to have fun.
And back with us again, a hardworking father of three and D, Trey Dishner.
We back. Happy Veterans Day, guys.
Happy Veterans Day to you as well, and thank you to all of those who have served, of course. And we've got a good episode.
Sorry.
Laughing at veterans. Wow,
Yeah.
crazy.
Interesting take on veterans, Justin.
Amazing, right out of the gate, insulting veterans on Veterans Day. Wow. Would you expect anything less?
I'm laughing with them.
Thank you so. They're not laughing. Thank you so much for joining us today, everybody. We really do appreciate it. It is a pleasure to be here with you at full strength for the first time since August.
Man, feeling like the Sixers.
Mute that laptop there, my friend. I can already hear it. That is my mistake. Thank you. First time since August. What a good time to be back. Wow. Let's see. We got John Anthony. We got D. We got Mystic Mark. Hello. We got Cactus. Hello. Everybody is back with us.
Up,
and
guys?
Cactus says, ... magic trick? Trey, you have 1 week from today. Because of the timing of everything, you have 1 week from today. Next week, we expect a magic trick on the show.
I got it.
Thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. We really do appreciate it. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars, share with friends, and of course, follow us at @yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Add me on the ground.
Let's see. Last episode, we gave our predictions for the standings on both conferences, but mostly the Eastern Conference. In a segment called Higher or Lower, as well as who would win all the major awards, and then Bob and Justin battled it out in one-on-one. It was a long one, so be sure to check that one out if you have not already. Also, go to yaybasketball.com for exclusive YB merch. We've got t-shirts, mugs, hats, stickers, and hoodies with a bunch of great designs, so be sure to go grab some of that sweet Yay Basketball merch now. This is the basketball game show, after all. So before we dive into our first game of the day, Justin, can we get an update on, last episode's picks and a recap of that and an update on the scoreboard and all that since we kind of rolled in the last week of October into November, and so it's a little disjointed, but can we see where we stand as of now?
You can indeed, Michael. So obviously it's been a little bit. These picks were for basically, the first game for these players, right? Because it was right before the season started.
Yep.
Now, if you didn't watch that episode, I lost 400 points on the day. That was great. It was wonderful. Thanks, Bob. So Trace, you have your 1,500 points. Sitting there, chilling. You didn't lose anything, didn't gain anything. No big deal, no problem. Bob took a swing. Took a swing. Donovan Mitchell looking good.
Yeah.
Right? Until he started playing. Over 35.5 points, assists, and rebounds. You bet 1,200 big ones. Oh, I thought you were going to speak.
Do you want me to? Because
I prefer you didn't. So that didn't hit. Hey, Luka looked big. You were like, oh, here we go, Luka versus the Spurs. But you were smart. You were smart. Only 200 points. Yeah. Keeps you in third place.
Yeah.
Me, from zero to hero, thanks to Paolo Banchero before he tore his body up. Was it a pec? I have something.
Pectoral.
Over 35.5 points. Your assists, doubled up all the points to get back into first place. Good boy.
So that is where it stands as of now, and because we missed last week due to football, we got Monday Night Football. We had the Steelers a couple weeks ago. We had the Chiefs last week.
Russell Wilson, quarterback of the year.
Well, I don't know about all that, but so
that's the new award. Quarterback of the year.
Quarterback of the year. Fiddlesticks. So because of all that, we had to miss a couple of weeks, but we are back in full strength, and what'd you say we're gonna do? Bring the boom this week. Boom!
Boom!
So excited to be here and back with it. So that's where it stands as of today. So let's dive into our first game today, which today, since it's been so long, it's good to get back to a classic, one we haven't done in a minute, and it's one we like to play. It's Over Under. That's right, it's over-under. This one is pretty straightforward. I will list a stat from around the league. The three of you will then work as a team to determine whether the actual stat is over or under the given prompt. If you get it right, you get 100 points. If you get it wrong, I get the points for that round. Sound good, team?
Sounds great.
What do you think, Justin?
I'm in.
All right, great. Beginning with round one. I've forgotten where all my buttons are. Man, it's been that long. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can...
Button. Who's got the button?
See, okay. What's this one? There we go. All right, back at it. Round one. The Cleveland Cavaliers made three-pointers per game so far this season. Over under 15.5.
Oh, yikes. I think just overall 3-pointers are up in general this year.
I think every year.
My gut tells me this is definitely over.
I tend to want to agree with you. But I'm going to have to consult Trey.
My gut was telling me under. I'm thinking of the players here, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland. They do give you a few.
True.
I'm trying to...
But there's no Max Strus, right?
That's my
Fascinating.
thing. Yeah, I'm my
worried
gut's
about-
going to tell me under.
I'm
but,
worried about the Evan Mobley and the Jared Allen of it all. They don't shoot threes.
That crossed my mind too.
but Evan Mobley, I wonder if he's been playing pretty well, but I don't
He's
know
been
if
playing
he's
well.
been hitting threes.
He's been playing really good defense. Not the offense really isn't quite there yet.
Well, I've been talked out of it. I'll go under.
See, now I'm thinking the over.
All right.
Under it is. I'm in. I'm in on the under.
Under.
I'm in for the under.
Under, final answer.
Hate or bet?
Oh, I gotta find my buttons.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes. Well done. Damn
Thank you,
it. I
boys.
thought that, you got it. The Cleveland Cavaliers have taken the NBA by storm as they have begun the 2025 campaign undefeated at 11-0. They've got wins over... Here you go, Bob. You ready? Lock in. They've got wins over the New Look New York, the winning Warriors, and LeBron's Lakers.
Hey.
Oh, that's pretty good.
How is this happening? And Bob, is it a fluke?
A fluke? Great question, Michael. As always, no, it's not a fluke. You know, they talk about the best winning streaks or the longest winning streaks to start a season. The Cleveland Cavaliers are now the third, I believe. I think they're tied, if I'm not mistaken, for third. But the win streaks themselves, it's like 12 and then 14, and then the Warriors 24
Yeah.
game start. Like the margin is so ridiculous. So it's not out of the ordinary to see a team go 12-0 to start a season. It doesn't mean it's necessarily a fluke. It looks like the defense is great. Kenny Atkinson has the guys playing really hard. Donovan Mitchell has bought in, which I think is if your star buys in, if you have a new head coach, and if the front office is working well, everything is aligning right, and the Cleveland Cavaliers look very good. Evan Mobley doesn't look worthless. He looks like he's a part of the picture, finally, you know, a part of that puzzle piece. So I don't think it's a fluke. Not at all, actually. And the Cavs could finish anywhere between the fourth to the... I'm feeling fourth seed in the East, personally.
I respect that.
Yeah, that seems like the birth of a finish.
Justin, how are they doing this? Is it a fluke?
I don't think it is. They're obviously not going to go 82-0. We know that.
Well, of course.
Let's pump the brakes on that talk. Okay.
I don't think anybody's talking like
whoa,
that.
whoa,
Anything is possible.
Whoa, yeah. Okay.
Saying.
I'm honestly kind of surprised, especially after all the stuff last year about Donovan Mitchell being out. If Darius Garland, or you know what I mean, vice versa, like Darius Garland, like I'm out if he's still here. Blah blah blah. Seems like it was all a bunch of bluster potentially, or they had some kind of come to agreements where they're like, oh, actually, I do like this guy, and then they're playing great together. They're playing really good. Evan Mobley's playing at a like DPOY semi level. the offense really isn't there for him specifically, but for everybody else, it's rocking and rolling. So no, I don't think it's a fluke. I think the 4 seed is, but I think just looking at the Eastern Conference right now, still very early. They already have a 5.5 game cushion on the 3rd seed.
Damn.
And so it's just like, woof. I don't think I can see them falling any farther than 3, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But, sorry, go ahead, Trey.
Right, no, let's hear it.
Well, no, just that the Eastern Conference, again, is just an amalgamation of just all the teams. You know, they all have the same record, essentially. And it's just going to be a dogfight. It looks like it's gotten even larger from last year it was like 2-6. Now it's like 3-9, essentially, is that kind of dogfight.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think it's a fluke. Darius Garland isn't hurt. He's playing well. Donovan Mitchell's stuck in. We didn't know what Jared Allen was going to do this last season, if he was going to leave. He stayed. That's been huge. So I think this team's building chemistry. I'm glad they didn't break it up. They brought a good coach in that's going to, coach these guys the way they need to be coached. Evan Mobley has been playing huge.
Yeah.
We've been, that's what my expectations have been high on him ever since he's been in the league. He's kind of had that good first season, had the sophomore slump. He's doing what he needs to do. I'm kind of worried about their 3 spot with Dean Wade. He does show up and play well, but shout out the Kansas guy. But yeah, I don't think this is a fluke. I think the Cavaliers are going to be a problem.
I would agree. I don't think this is a fluke, and I'll tell you exactly how it's happening. They are top 5 in all of the following stats. Ready for this? Points, assists, steals, threes, 3-point percentage, field goal percentage, offensive rating, net rating, fast break points per game, second chance points per game. Wow. They're doing this with their offense. They are making a ton of threes very efficiently. Like you said, Trey, Kenny Atkinson has these guys humming. We said this. You look back at those Nets teams when D'Lo was there and the bench. I think the 2019 Nets team, right? That is like the epitome of bench mob, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. That is when I think of a bench mob, that Nets team is exactly what I picture, and that was a Kenny Atkinson led team. That was his last head coaching gig before they brought in KD and Kyrie and James Harden and all of that and Steve Nash to be the head coach. What we said about Kenny Atkinson was that he was so good at developing young talent. Well, they got Garland, who been around a few years now. Mm-hmm. Mobley in his 3rd season.
Yep.
Third or fourth. I want to say fourth. Yeah.
Still young. Still hasn't hit his ceiling. I don't think anywhere close. We can probably agree on that.
No.
He's developing these guys and opening their potential and allowing them to really kind of reach that. And the other biggest thing, like you said, 4th season, right?
Yes.
And like you said, they're building chemistry. Last season, there were all these question marks. Is Mitchell going to re-sign? Are they going to trade Mitchell? Jared Allen, what's the deal there? Garland's in and out of the lineup. Mobley's in and out of the lineup. None of that this time. Mitchell got his contract. He wanted to be there the whole time, apparently. Sure, whatever. But regardless, he's there now. Yep. And I don't feel any of the waffling, I re-signed and I'm going to demand a trade soon. I feel like he legitimately is there, and obviously after this kind of start, I feel like you probably really want to be there, So the Cavs are humming. The only thing that gives me a little pause on them is of this 11-0 start, they've got wins over Toronto, Detroit, Washington. Detroit has proved to not be the shitbag, pardon my language.
You're good.
As bad as they...
Shout out the kids.
Sorry.
Love you, Maya. Love you, Trey. Love you,
Detroit has proved to not be as bad as they were last year. Washington, obviously terrible. Knicks, that's a big win. Lakers improved, but they were bad again in that game in particular. Orlando without Paolo. Milwaukee's terrible. Back-to-back wins against Milwaukee. The Pelicans, I'll take that. That's a 9-point win. Golden State, blowout win against Golden State. That's the most impressive one to me.
Yeah.
But none of these stand out to me like, whoa, they are really making a statement here outside of the Golden State one. The Knicks one is impressive, but
even they're playing.
But I mean, the Knicks are still kind of figuring it out. Anyways, I think the 4 seed is underrating them a little bit.
No,
I think they're a top 3 guy. I think they're a top 3 team. A little bit, I'm not going to say lock because it's still so early, but I think, you get that lead. These early pushes matter. And I'm going to say that they're a top 3, they're going to be a top 3 seed. Yeah. And this early run is going to be the reason why.
the final comp, Mike Brown, when Mike Brown was a head coach, became an assistant at the Warriors, and then was a head coach for himself, won Coach of the Year. Kenny Atkinson, Coach of the Year, 2024-25 season incoming. It's a lock.
Oh, yeah. I feel confident
It's
about
a
that.
lock, without a doubt.
For sure.
Before we move on, I want to give a shout out to Mystic Mark. He mentioned this right as we started discussion on this topic. He said, kind of long story. Let's see if I can scroll up and get the exact quote. He said, long story short, I kind of work for ESPN. He's called some college games for his college volleyball, college basketball. Oh, yeah. Done some college commentary for his college volleyball team, college basketball team, and some camera work. And so he's technically a CBS affiliate as well, some stuff like that. So, Mystic Mark, congratulations to you. Very, very,
Hell yeah,
very
dude.
good job. Yeah, if that's something you want to get into, good job for you. So,
Definitely.
Congratulations. All right, let's get to round 2 here of Over Under. The Golden State Warriors 2024-2025 field goal percentage so far this season. Over under 48.5%.
Golly.
That's crazy.
48.5.
Golly, that's crazy.
48.5.
That's a lot. As a team, that's
Yeah.
a lot.
No, I was listening to some of their stuff earlier. It's somewhere around there. But
I would
the
assume.
fact that it's so locked in, it's like, well, if he's going to go high 40s.
I want to say it's over
40s.
just because I saw a crazy stat about the Warriors bench having like the highest points per game in NBA history since I want to say the 2018-2019 Clippers.
It's a nice
A
stat.
bench is deep.
Yeah. So my gut is gonna tell me over, just because Buddy Hield's been playing out of this world.
I think so too. I think it's like 49%.
Yeah, it may not be a lot over, but I think it's over.
All right, I'll listen. I rolled the dice with you guys last time. I don't know. Let's do it. Over.
Over. Final answer.
Yes.
We all get a little points on this game. Hell yeah. 47.8. By the way, I'm not sure if I said it was 15.3 3-pointers made on the last one. 15.5 was the over-under on question 1. It was 15.3, very close. 47.8% field goal percentage. I believe they're 4th in the league right now. So that just kind of gives you an idea of how well teams are shooting. For sure. The Golden State Warriors are off to a surprising start, as well as they sit in the 2 seed in the West with an 8-2 record through 10 games. Trey, can it be said? Can it be said? Do you think it can be said? Is it possible that it could be said that the Warriors have been the best team in the West so far?
I honestly think it could be said that. Buddy Hield's been playing crazy, like I just said. Steph Curry's been playing good. Their bench set a record with the most points. When you have a deep bench, when your bench is playing good, you're going to be playing good. They've been playing good. The only other team I would say is the Thunder.
Sorry, just a quick correction here. They are technically third. Record-wise, they are tied for first, but because of a singular division loss, they are third. Okay. So, sorry, just a quick correction on my part. Go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, and shout out to Steve Kerr, with figuring these guys out and, running the right rotations, playing the right players. And figuring out Buddy Hield, because he's letting, Buddy Hield is playing like we were expecting him to play fresh out of Oklahoma. And it's good to see. So, yeah, I think they have been playing the best out of the West.
Justin.
I think it can be said.
It can be said.
What else can be said is the reason they're playing so well is I believe they played the most preseason games out of any team in the league. Because you decide how many preseason games you want to play. So I think something about the preparation has really helped them kind of gel together, figure it out. We've talked about it before. It's been said. It can also be said they play one of the most intricate offenses in the league. So having the reps to get into that kind of going ahead and full steam ahead, I think says a lot about kind of where they're at. I think some teams play into shape as a team.
Sure.
They play up to that.
Knicks
I think
look like-
they're already humming at that pace.
I think the Knicks are doing that.
Yeah, and
whereas
so
the Warriors are there. I hear you.
Yeah, and so that's where I would say that they're playing the best right now because they're already at the kind of their top going rate, whereas other teams are starting to hum up to it.
Yeah. Well, our resident Warriors guy, talk to me.
Well, what can't be said, folks? Yes, the Warriors can, and yes, they're so back. What can't be said? Whoa. We didn't extend Jonathan Kuminga. No problem. He has to earn his money in this new Golden State Warriors land, okay? Because listen, even without Pajimski, you have a team that went on a 3-game road trip against Boston, Cleveland, and Oklahoma City and won 2 of those 3 games, a gauntlet, just to prove the fact that they deserve to be at the top of the West. Whew. It's great. I love to see it. Boston averages about 51 three-pointers a game, whereas Golden State, essentially the golden standard for the three-point offense, is averaging about 43. It shows us that there is such thing as moderation and balance in having this three-point offense, and that it has a lot to do with your defense being the anchor of that and being able to get fast breaks and being able to get out running and being athletic, which, guess what, helps your defense, which makes sense why Gary Payton II is kicking ass right now, which makes sense why Moses Moody is still on the team and he got the contract. It's incredible, and the fact that they're doing it without Pajimski is a good sign for the Warriors going forward. It looks like Buddy Hield is a disciple of Steph Curry as opposed to being a Clay 2.0. You know what I mean? Like, instead of being another Clay, he's essentially being another Steph. Whereas if Clay were to still be there, or if he were to come up with Steph, he'd become his own player. But when he comes in and he's already just ready for off the screen threes, he can do like a one dribble step back, anything like that. When it comes to 3-pointers in the NBA for the last 10 years, it's 1 Steph, 2 Clay, 3 Buddy. That's just how it goes. And it makes sense why the Warriors went for him and revitalized a career the same way they did with Andrew Wiggins. It makes absolute sense why they're kicking ass.
The Hield fit? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just rubbing my eyes. They're leading the league in rebounds per game right now.
With a guy with not a single player
Kevon Looney.
over 6'9".
Like what?
Kevon Looney is their tallest player. And that's
crazy.
it, dude. Kevon is a guard.
Trace Jackson Davis is he's kind of an animal too.
TJD. So good. Second year man, no sophomore slump, hopefully. But he played 4 years at Indiana. So again, big development.
Yeah, that's crazy. I went on this big tirade a minute ago about the Cavs because I think it's worth mentioning. An 11-0 start is, and also, if I think 3 weeks ago, if we said, hey, what kind of start do you think the Cavs start at?
What, time machine?
None of us would have said 11-0, right?
No.
That's worth mentioning and saying, hey, they're top 5. And also, a lot of those stats that I mentioned, like points per game, 3-point percentage, they're second in 3-point marriage. Some of those stats that I mentioned, they're not just top 5, they're number 1 in. But also, the Warriors, they're second points per game. Like you said, rebounds per game, they're first. They're top 5 in a lot of stats as well. Assists as well. They're top.
The assist one's the most important one because the 15 Warriors, what they did best at were assists and 3-pointers made. Their assist to turnover ratio, the lower they are, the better. They're tied. It was like 30.9, 30.7, and 30.5 for assists. So they're number 1 tied 3 ways in assists per game right now.
They're at third.
Yeah.
Yep.
So to answer the question, can it be said? It can, of course. Offensively, they're getting back to... Shit. I just missed a button. Damn it. Offensively, they're getting back to their wily old Warrior ways, but more importantly, their defense is back. And I think that is the scary part for teams. They are third in the league in defensive rating, and when you watch the games, as I'm sure Bob can attest to, you can feel it in the pace of the games. When other teams are feeling that pressure, that Steph and Hield pressure, of course, Clay is gone, sad, but when Hield hits a 3 and then Steph's on that ISO or he's on an off ball and Draymond's up top or something like that, that the team there, it's frantic.
You just hold your breath.
And then on the other end of the court, the team feels it. They're like, we have to fucking score. We have to score because it's and that's the reason. That's some of the reason that the defense is so good, and I think that is part of the pressure, part of the reason that the defense was so good in the heyday of the Warriors. Steph is obviously amazing. Back from a brief, 3 games that he missed? I think he put up 30 something. I want to say 32. I missed it, but
his cardio is out of this world.
Yeah, it always has. 36 against the Thunder. On what was that? Was that last night? Yeah, 36 against the Thunder last night to win.
Yeah, 36.
Warriors look good, man. I don't know if they're going to be the best team in the West. I don't think they're going to win the conference, but I do think we undersold them. I definitely did. I said that they're going to be around play-in spot, but if they're like this, holy moly! As of now, 3 weeks in, I think they've been the best team in the West. Because the Suns have lost, and I still think that the Thunder are trying to integrate Caruso a touch, and I still think that they need Hartenstein to come
injuries
to figure out
big time. OKC's seeing a lot of injuries.
Does it sway you at all that their wins are the Trailblazers and the Jazz, and then 2 against the Pelicans, who are very injured, and then the Rockets and the Wizards? Now, they do have the 2 big wins against Boston and Oklahoma City, but obviously Chet did get hurt in the Oklahoma City game about 5 minutes in.
I would agree with the Pelicans, except they didn't have Steph in either Pelican game or the Houston game. And
Houston looks good.
Houston looks okay, and the Pelicans were at full strength not full strength. Not full strength because of DeJounte.
And also they've lost CJ.
Not at that point, they hadn't.
I would have thought Dallas
somebody who has on his fantasy team.
Then would have been switched.
I don't know when they lost.
If we were talking about it at the beginning.
Anyways, but I hear you. You. If we're going to say the same thing about the Cavs, I think it's fair to make that point. Yeah, Jazz, Blazers, Clippers aren't great, although James Harden's playing really well. Wizards, but they beat the Celtics.
They did.
Impressive. They did get their backs blown out by the Cavs, which, not ideal, but everybody is right now.
Yeah.
So, but the win over the Thunder is the biggest thing to me.
Yeah.
I'm more impressed by the 8 wins from the Warriors than I am by the 11-0 from the Cavs.
Really?
Yes. Because the East is just so much weaker. I think that the win over the Thunder is the biggest thing to me.
Even with the Chet injury 5 minutes in?
That does matter. Yeah,
but
that's a good point.
I don't want. You can't take a win from somebody. You play who you are, and if they get injured, they get injured. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah, but he's huge for them.
But
especially without Hartenstein.
And he is huge.
Yeah, true. All right, cool. So that is where we stand. So 100 points for everybody, right?
Yep.
At the end of that game. Okay, well, that is where it stands. And now it's been a long time, and I am so excited to get back to it. It's time for Bob's Buckets.
It's time for Bob's Buckets.
Hi.
Hello.
We're back.
Like we never left.
It's me, your uncle. Just kidding.
Uncle Bob.
Only to one. Shout out Arthur. Hey guys, so we are gonna get a little serious though, because we have a bit of an in memoriam. We're actually gonna honor some of those that we lost during the off season in the NBA world. So we're gonna start, of course, with Jerry, Mr. Clutch West. Of course, the logo was 86 years old. Was selected to the Basketball Hall of Fame 3 times. First person to be inducted 3 times as a player, a contributor, and a coach. So
so loud. I'm sorry.
As a member of the 75th anniversary team, I played for the Lakers from 1960 to 1974. Number 44 was a West Virginia Mountaineer. Little do people know. One of the greatest to ever play the sport as we know. R.I.P. to the logo.
Rest in peace.
Good for him. Dikembe Mutombo was another one. He was pretty badass, man. 58 years young. Way too soon. Let's be honest. He lost his battle to brain cancer.
Wave your fingers in the chat.
And he's one of the best defenders of all time. Devout humanitarian. I wrote this, by the way. Devout humanitarian. Spent his life advocating for the people of Africa, more specifically to the DIMROC, the Democratic People's Republic of Congo. And the 7'2" Georgetown legend led the nation in blocks as a sophomore and earned 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards in the Big East. So he was a huge deal, and he had a breakout playoff performance in the conference finals in 1994 where he had 15 rebounds and 8 blocks.
Wow.
Outstanding. Pretty cool. So he won Defensive Player of the Year 4 times, led the league in blocks and rebounds in those 4 years. Big deal.
Jerry West was nice.
Yeah, there will only ever be one.
Oh.
Remember when he called out JJ Redick for the plumbers and firemen?
Wait, we mentioned. So I'm sorry. I got
He
a little.
roasted him.
Bob Cousy, though.
I got a little plugged into the chat for a second. We mentioned
Jerry West was the one that.
so Jerry and Dikembe,
Yeah.
and also,
I just mentioned Jerry and Dikembe is all I have down
but
here.
Who are we talking?
Shit. Blazers.
Bill Walton.
Clyde?
Bill Walton.
Bill
Yeah,
Walton,
of
no.
course.
Bill
Bill
Walton.
Walton's great.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was in the offseason, though, was it?
I had
it
a
was in the offseason.
Oh, I thought it was.
No,
I thought
I-
it was for the season.
yeah, I
Was
think
it?
I had
It was
a
during the
bucket.
season.
I had a
so.
bucket for him too.
Well, then never mind. I guess I just don't remember time. Time is
I have terrible memory.
like Inception, kind of.
It's a circle.
So, anyways, time is a flat circle. I
weird, crazy
wish
hate
that I could come up with a graceful transition from people passing away to the random question of the day, but I just can't. So. I am very sorry that I just couldn't pull it. I was the whole time I was racking my brain. I was like, how am I gonna do this?
You
I
know,
was
life and death can be so random.
Should have done
Yeah.
You should have done it in the
just-
middle.
you
That
can
would have
just
been.
kinda have
That
that
would have
one,
been okay.
I was like, I was out being disrespectful. I was like,
Dikembe. Woo!
Just let me like drone on through it and just hit it. Just like
I didn't know what to do. Anyways, it's the fucking. Sorry, it's not that. It's the random question of the day.
Sorry, kids.
Almost gave me a heart attack.
Oh yeah. It's the random question of the day. I ask one random NBA trivia question. If anybody gets it right, you get 1,000 points.
You could have done it anytime. After the next game, you were like, nah, I'm still gonna do it.
True. I didn't think about
Could
that.
have waited.
I just have it lined out. It's like where it's supposed to go.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hashtag not so random question of the day.
I'm sorry. It's 5-second violation.
It's like in my mind. That's like where it's supposed to be.
Oh, it's a random question.
That's a good point. Well, the question is random, not the random timed question. Timed randomly.
But it's to us.
The Los Angeles Clippers just debuted their new home arena, the Intuit Dome. Before the Clippers, the Warriors were the last team to introduce a new arena back in 2019 when they moved to the Chase Center. Your question today is, what team was the most recent to open a new home arena prior to the Golden State Warriors?
Like they had a okay, got it.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Just new arena.
New arena.
Okay, then I'm gonna have to go with the.
I'm gonna go with the Barclays Center.
I'm gonna go with New Orleans Pelicans Smoothie King.
Oh, well then it's up to me, and it's gonna be, and it's a new building, right? Not a new name, new building.
Yeah, no rebranding.
I got you,
No,
okay.
like now it's the know.
Whoa, time it out there over there, guy.
Now it's the Chick-fil-A Center.
yeah,
Nothing like
yeah.
that.
No, it's crypto.
Oh.
Who gives a fuck? It's gonna be the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Sacramento.
Kings.
Really? Golden one?
You are
Oklahoma
close,
City
though.
Thunder.
No.
It's the.
It's in
Everybody's
California?
forgetting, and it's okay because it's forgettable.
Portland.
The Trailblazers.
In 2018, this 17,500 seat arena named Pfizer Forum was introduced for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, because I knew they built all that new stuff around it. I mean, through three different words there.
Yeah, sorry, Trey. I've let a few go. Sorry, buddy. Prior to that, well, you guys did get one that was next closest. Golden One Center was 2016.
Kings.
But before that, Pistons, Little Caesars Arena.
Wow. That's
Still to this day, Little Caesars Arena, by the way.
good for them.
Crazy, bro.
Unbelievable.
Hot and ready.
Unbelievable. How did they get that?
Off the top of my head, I said the same thing. I said Barclays, and
Yeah.
then I go, no, Warriors, Chase Center. Barclays was 2012. There have been 4 in between then.
That's crazy.
So-
Can the last 10 years not go by? like that.
Oh, I want to
is the
die
worst.
every day of my life. Every day
2012
of
was
my life.
awesome.
Yeah.
Time should cease, or I should.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. Okay, good. Now that the randomly timed question of the day has been resolved. Fuck.
Inconveniently timed.
Inconveniently timed. Rest in peace, y'all. Okay, we're gonna do a little 5-second violation. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Okay.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah, that's right. We're violators.
Wow, my brother. Another fun and easy game here. I will give you a prompt, and you will have to provide me with three answers in 5 seconds. For example, name 3 car brands. If you get 3 in 5, you receive 50 points. If you do not give me 3 answers in 5 seconds, your opponent
You're
has the
violated.
chance to steal. But they cannot say anything that has already been said, and they will not get time to think of other answers. It's very rapid fire. If none of you can list 3 correct answers in 5 seconds, I get the points for that round. 10 prompts today, 9 prompts today, so 450 points on the board. Think of a number between 1 and 50.
25.
35.
43.
It was 17. Trey gets to go first.
He always goes first.
That is incorrect. It's just not true.
Shut up.
I've
Factually
never
inaccurate.
gone first.
That's also very
Shut
inaccurate.
up. It's our truth, Michael.
Yeah.
Let us have our truths.
Trey, you've never gone first either. This is ridiculous.
Just agree with us.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
How the hell does that work? All right. Okay, here we go.
Question?
I love that John. Yeah, answer. Yeah, it's the same way.
I
it
know.
always is.
It's been a while.
What were we doing? I'm not going to rehash it, but
Answer.
At one point, we were doing something, and somebody was like, "Oh, I didn't know we were going this way." And I was like, "The same way we always go every episode that we've ever done,
You mean clockwise?
every time ever." Oh, I thought it went to him. What do you mean? All right. Also, shout out to John Anthony. I asked that question. He said, "Let's go. I know stadiums. I know my stadiums." All right. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Oh, I got to do the 5-second countdown. Okay,
Yeah.
Trey.
5 seconds.
Name 3 current Eastern Conference centers.
Ooh, we got Clint Capella. Oh!
Give me Embiid, Horford, and Claxton.
Give me Lopez. Give me Bam, and give me Valanciunas.
No way, bro. No way.
That's the thing. By the time it gets to Justin, he's
goofy.
running out of options.
Yeah.
Goofy. That's a good one.
When I was making that one, I started it at point guards, and I was like, "Oh, that's way too easy. There's so many guards in the East." And then I was like, "What about big men now?" Cool. All right, so it'll be Bob. Bob, name 3 retired or no longer playing, whatever, Blazers players.
Bill Walton, Clyde Drexler, Scottie Pippen.
Bang. Yep. Nicely done. 50 points to Bob.
We bring the ball.
I just don't know what I don't like about them.
I love them. I love them.
Mystic Mark said Hyundai, Toyota, Honda, because in the rules I say name 3 car brands. Oh, Mystic Mark, that's funny, dude. That made me giggle like a boy. All right, Justin, you're not gonna get this one. It's just the way it fell. I'm sorry. Name 3 players on the Raptors.
Oh, Ochai Agbaji, RJ Barrett, and his name.
Grady Dick, Emmanuel Quickly, and Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah.
Got it.
Who's their star?
Their star.
The kid. They're gonna be the face of the league.
Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes.
That's
Yeah,
my
we didn't even name him.
all-star.
So I couldn't think of. Also, I got 2.
Disrespect.
Forget
You did
about
get
him.
2.
Yeah. Rude.
I wasn't. No,
Just how it sounded.
I'm sorry. I wasn't insulting you. I was just saying. I just
You weren't
just-
wrong.
I know
You
how
weren't
get-
wrong.
Scotty
I know how
Barnes
you
is
get
an
tripped up
all-star.
on names sometimes. I just, okay. Trey, name 3 players. Okay, so this is one of those that I might have to research. So let me get a basketball reference card open.
This guy makes the questions, doesn't research them before. He's like, "Wait, I'm not even here."
You could say any name in the history of basketball. Let me just research every name.
It's a hint.
You're right.
That's a hint.
You're right.
You could say any name, Trey. Any name in the
name.
history of basketball.
Cherokee Park.
Well, no, I mean that's not really a giveaway.
Delano Banton.
Name 3 players to lead the league in blocks.
Joel Embiid, Jermaine or God.
Lead the league in
Whoa.
blocks.
I don't
Give
think
me
that was him.
Mobley, Embiid, and
You can't say
Okay,
Embiid.
give me Dikembe, give me Rudy Gobert, and give me Marc Gasol.
works in his favor this time
Jaren
because he had
Jackson
time
is
to
who I
think.
should
Marc
about it.
Gasol.
Nope.
Never led the league in blocks.
That was my
Toughy.
flyer.
50 points for me.
Did Embiid?
Bring
Let's
the
check. Let's check Joel Embiid.
I really
he
don't.
did.
I don't think.
I don't
Embiid
think he did.
I don't think he did either.
No.
Victor would have been a good choice. Though.
He did not.
Yeah.
No. So. Okay.
Hakeem Olajuwon. Nobody said. Okay. Whoops. Sorry.
You didn't either.
I know. I feel bad about me.
Exactly.
That's
What are you
all. That's
complaining
what
about?
we're talking about.
Okay. Okay.
Boo us.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Name three. Sorry. Who's this to? Buck to Bob. Thank you. Name three Allen Iverson teammates.
Chauncey Billups.
Carmelo Anthony, Dikembe Mutombo, and Aaron Aflalo.
I think
Evan
that's right.
Snow.
Whoa. Whoa. Hey,
Did that count?
let's check. Let's check.
Did the bell go off?
Well, the timer was done, but he said three names.
yeah,
I'm going to
that's-
check the
we'll
names.
give it
All right, we're allowing it.
The timer didn't. The timer didn't. Come
Who'd you
up.
say?
Aflalo.
Yeah, what were the
Aflalo,
names you said?
Anthony, and Dikembe.
Carmelo
He did.
and
Yeah.
Dikembe.
He played with Dikembe in
I'm
Philadelphia.
only worried about Aflalo.
Aflalo played with him in Denver.
I think
It was
so.
it was
Go either way.
or it was Billups and Aflalo. That's who it was.
He did play with Aaron Aflalo.
Yeah.
What were the other two?
Carmelo Anthony and Dikembe Mutombo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eric Snow, right?
I almost said Evan Snow.
You said you did say Evan Snow.
Evan Snow.
Everin Snow. All right. So that'll be to Justin then, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Name three NBA players. Shit.
So LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Anthony Edwards.
That got me too.
I thought it was gonna
Fucked
be.
it up.
I thought
I
it
was
was gonna be
thinking, I'm
Jalen's, and I was like, okay.
I was waiting
Fucked
for him
it
to
up.
say it.
Fucked it up. If I hadn't done that damn music, because I was thinking, I was like, oh, I've got to just like linger, like it's gonna be something else. Damn it! I had a whole plan this time. Damn
Rats.
it. Fiddlesticks.
Dag nabbit.
Damn, man.
That's a good one.
I've been saying Dag Nabbit.
Dag Nabbit's fine. I've been saying Dag Nabbit, by the way.
Nabbit.
If they ask who's been saying Dag Nabbit, I say it's Michael.
Damn it, man. That was going to be good. All right, it's to Trey, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Name three. Sorry, let me see. Okay. Name three.
Dudes.
God damn it.
Name three bros. Name three guys just being dudes.
Just name like three of your best dudes.
All right, name three scoring champions.
Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Allen Iverson.
That is correct.
That
and guess
is-
what? You got the and one.
Let's go.
For today's and one, you get the chance to double your score, an additional 50 points, if you can answer the following question correctly. Who won the 2004-2005 NBA scoring title?
2004-2005 NBA scoring title. That's tough.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
gonna
sorry.
have-
It's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be, wait.
All right, 2004-2005 NBA scoring title.
Forgot.
I'm going to have to... I'm stuck on this one player. I'm going to have to go with Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson. Final answer.
It is.
For only the second time, somebody gets the and one.
Let's go.
I was gonna be so happy if you got it wrong because you named him as a scoring
Yeah, that's what
champion.
I was like. I'm thinking of players of that time, and I'm like, the only player I can think that's like was probably killing it is him.
That is correct. Oy,
Good job.
You got it right. Damn it, man. Three
Dude.
NBA players. Fuck, dude. I
get
just
some
read
White
them, but I
Iverson
was so
playing?
excited. Whatever. All right, Bob. Is it Bob?
Yeah.
Okay. Name three players that have blue on their jerseys.
Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid.
Anthony Edwards, Mike Conley, and Rudy Gobert.
Nice. Nicely done. Yeah.
I went.
Three for a
You
loop.
like
That's a
big
new
brain
one.
it, don't you?
Yeah.
I do it all the
I
time.
liked it.
I went to the East Coast. I'm like,
I enjoyed it.
Sixers? No, Detroit.
Yeah, that's the other thing. When I was making it, I was like, I think I would try to big brain myself and go different teams. Just got a Mavericks or something like that, right? Yeah. All right, to Justin. Name 3 players named Jalen.
Jalen Williams, and Jalen Brown.
I thought you were going to hit all 3 Jalen
There's
Williams.
another Jalen Williams
There's
who would have been
another-
accepted.
But you know why?
I knew it was coming.
That's right, it's the Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown, yo. Jalen Brown, it's the Jalen Brown, yo. Jalen Brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, Jalen.
Golly, that's crazy.
Real bad man.
Oh, that's the Jalen round. Hell yeah. We love the Jalen round. Justin, real quick, why don't you recap that episode, or that game for us? We're not quite done with the episode. Why don't you recap that game for us?
Of course. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Last place, 50 points. Hey, Michael, you got third place, 100 points.
I'll
100
take it.
points.
I needed
Trey, big with the and 150 big ones. Second
Slam.
place. Fails in comparison to my 200 point first
You still
place
beat me?
performance. Yeah, I got 4.
Wait, so,
Come on,
wait,
dude.
so
He's
50,
trying hard.
100, 150, 200?
Yeah.
Scales pretty appropriately. I like that. I'm cool with that.
Perfect.
All right. Well, it is time for our final game of the day. And I'm not going to lie to you. I picked this game solely so that we could hear the intro because I'm such a big fan of it. And it's been so long and I wanted to do it. So here we go. It's time for Jump Ball Trivia.
I thought you messed up again in your mouth.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Damn.
Trap shit. This is a certified hood classic.
We got London on the track.
Best producer tag wins 50 points.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Welcome to Jump Ball Trivia. In this game, you will compete against your co-hosts one at a time in a best of 3 trivia game. I will ask you the same question at the same time, and the first person to give the correct answer gets the point for the question. The first player to 2 correct answers wins the round and receives 100 points. If neither of you can correctly answer one of the 3 questions, the round finishes in a draw and you receive 50 points. Each of you. In the event of a tie or a too close to call or a non-answer, which has happened before, in that event, we have a tiebreaker 4th question that we will throw up to decide that point. It's kind of like a head-to-head rapid-fire trivia, if you will.
Yeah.
Now, these are supposed to be easier questions. These are supposed to be things that are a little bit more common knowledge than harder questions like YB trivia or something like that. These are supposed to be kind of a thing that you should be able to think of quickly.
Finally, Michael, we're such a hard show. We need
No more
need to be
big
a little
brain in
bit
it.
easier.
Speak for yourself, brother.
We're a pretty hard show.
I mean, okay. So let's see. I think Justin, since you won our middle game, you can choose who you would like as your opponent for round 1.
Oh, fucking give me Bob.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So then.
I think I'll choose Bob then. It's Justin's brain.
I really just wanted to go counterclockwise.
Okay. It's not gonna.
We never go that way. We always go this
Still gonna
way.
be you two next. It doesn't matter what direction you went.
ridiculous.
It doesn't. Yeah. Okay. All right. Round 1. How many championships does the following player have? Or did the following player win? Or has the following player won? In his career or their career?
Whoa.
Wilt Chamberlain?
2.
5.
Justin gets it.
Damn.
Just throw a number out there.
That is
1.
1. Bob must get this correct to stay alive in round 1. What team drafted the following player? Kristaps Porzingis,
Washington Wizards.
Knicks.
Justin gets it right, and Justin
Oh,
closes
Nick.
the round.
He played with
Yes,
Melo.
I remember that.
The Wizards were his
Who the hell is Tingus
third
Pingus?
guy. He was traded twice before he was on the Wizards.
Crazy.
They were so mad.
Justin gets 100 points,
Thanks.
and we will be moving to round 2, where it will be Justin versus Trey.
Want this smoke, boy?
What's up?
I'm gonna ask the number that the following player wears.
Okay.
Okay. Wears.
Currently wears, or wore,
Oh.
or has worn. Maybe they've changed numbers.
Okay. Sounds good.
Could be anything.
Harrison Barnes.
No interference.
Yeah, get out of here.
I'll
with
take
that.
points away from
Get
your
out of
score.
here. With that.
40.
Giannis.
34.
Trey gets
Let's
that
go!
one.
Nice.
Giving that one to Trey.
That's Trey.
He was off the he was to trigger just a little bit quicker. How old is the following player? Or young? Life is a journey. You know.
Life is a journey.
I did not expect you to say
He's
that.
going back to it.
Look at this photograph, if you will.
Every time I do, it makes
How'd
me
you,
laugh.
how'd you get there?
You know. Well, LeBron.
40. 39.
42.
Justin. gets
Oh,
it.
I said
He
42.
is 39. That's it. Oh, yeah. Oh no, it's not.
No,
Sorry.
no.
We are
No.
1-1.
One and
We are
one.
1-1. I
this
apologize.
is
all the marbles.
Tense.
Not all of them, but
For these ones.
Some of them.
this singular marble.
For one marble.
Well, 100 marbles.
The marbles are kind of.
What's the conversion rate on that?
Yeah, what's the conversion rate on the marbles? We don't know how many marbles.
Is that like
are at play here.
Bitcoin?
It's true.
Who is third all time in career 3-pointers?
James Harden.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Trey gets it.
Yep.
Whoa.
I can tell you how many, too.
You can tell me the exact number. If you can tell me
Yeah.
the exact number, I'll give you 10,000 points right
Are
now.
you serious?
10,000. You better lock eyes with me right now.
If you could tell me the exact number
Tell
that
me
he's
the
hit,
exact number off the top of your head. I'll give you 10,000 points.
Dude, this is crazy. It's crazy. This shot is crazy right now.
You're going to give me the exact number of 3-pointers?
what kind of stuff?
29.
No.
20
Lock eyes with me. Don't look anywhere
29,000.
else. 29,000?
No, wait.
Hold on. Go ahead, Trey. Michael, let
Career
him answer.
3-pointers.
3-pointers made or 3-pointers?
Career 3-pointers made.
Yeah.
Love this.
I said 29,000. No.
I hope he gets it.
Yeah, thanks, Bob. Look it up.
No, because I was just looking this up earlier.
If you can tell me the exact number, I'll give you 10. You know what? Make it 100,000 points.
I got the number. It's not 2,000.
Within
It's like two.
You know what? And I'll let those
it's like
points
two.
carry
No,
over.
no. It's like two. It's either.
yeah, true.
For some reason, I want to say it's 2964 or 2964.
well.
Hang on. Why'd you type out his full government name, Bob?
Jameson Harden. Said
That's per game. We gotta keep going.
It's not
Keep going,
29.
Hang on. We don't know yet.
29,000.
Totals.
That's way high. 29,000. 29,064.
No, that's attempted.
3-point field goals made. 29,064.
29,000 is more career
Sorry,
points than he
two-
has. So
two thou-
there's that.
Wait, hang on.
Wait, hold on.
What is the number that you're putting out there?
29,000?
It's 2,964. 2,009. It's 2,000. 2,000.
No, it's not 29,000.
No.
But he's correct.
I'm mixed up on numbers. I do this all the time with
is-
even reading.
I'm
dude.
not bullshitting
Like I
you.
mess up with this
It's
shit all the time, bro.
It's 2964.
It is.
Oh God!
Right, but except that's not the number that he
it's
said.
2009. It's so what is it?
2,964. This is 3-point field
29.
goals.
What is it?
Yes, but
29064.
he said 29,000, not
points.
2,000.
He's
29064.
He's off by a degree. 29,000
No.
is off by
That's fine. You're right. Yeah,
20,000.
No,
But I
mean,
did-
But
it's-
Listen, I don't.
Hey, respect for knowing.
I'm dyslexic.
Respect
No, I'm just
for
playing,
knowing
dogs.
the degree. That's
just playing.
respect.
I'm just playing on that.
Respect for knowing the digits.
I remember reading it earlier.
but off by 20,000 is a big deal.
for sure.
All
But
right.
then,
Bob and Trey.
it's all right. It's all right.
I'd give him 10,000. Just saying, just for having the
I'm not giving you
2964 exactly on the number.
So
I'll give you-
what
I'll
is
tell you what, I'll
it's
give you a hun- I'll
2009
give you
it's
100.
2000
I would-
964.
That's a 1,000-point pull.
29,000 is
Hold on.
absurd. I don't know
pretty
why I thought
fucking-
that.
That's crazy though.
2,964. That's wild. I knew it was something like that.
What a good episode.
Why did I get Kevon Looney
We
again?
go from Steph Curry to Kevon Looney. It's like, this is the best. You didn't type in Jameson Hart. He types in the full name. Government name. Shut the fuck
No,
up.
I just said, wait. Career total threes.
2,000
3-pointers.
29,000.
2964. Yeah, except that you're off by
2,964.
You're off by a full degree.
It's all right. It's all right.
He added a 0, so
I did-
take a 0 away
So just 1,000.
and give him 1,000.
No, it's fine, dude.
You know what? I will give you 1,000. I will
I
give you
don't- I
1,000.
want- I
No,
want-
that's
I won
impressive.
the. I won the. I
That
won
was
the.
pretty. That was
You know
pretty
what?
impressive.
Hey, chat. Hey, chat. Tell me right now. We'll let the chat decide. We got Mystic Mark and D and John Anthony and people still going active in the chat. You guys decide right now. For him being off by a factor of 10, should he still get 1,000 points or not? Go ahead. All right.
you wanna know what's
It's going to be round 3.
All
It's
right.
going to be Trey versus Bob. It's very impressive that you knew the numbers.
Well,
Hey,
I
get your
was gonna
smoke
have
ready.
if you had a random fact of the day, or like I was gonna give my flowers to somebody, it was gonna be James Harden because I was looking. I literally looked this up today about.
happens.
So it's not like I'm not gonna be like, oh, I randomly pulled that number out of my.
No,
butt.
Trey, make
I'm-
us think you pulled that,
I don't
dude.
I'm
care
a-
how,
I'm an honest
I don't
guy.
care why you knew it. That's very impressive
sticks.
that you knew the numbers. It's just not 29,000. 29,000 is more career points than he's scored. So that's a big difference. Okay.
Okay.
Round 3.
Me and Bob.
Between you guys, yeah. Who won last season's Coach of the Year?
Mark Dagenhut.
Wanted to say Jamal.
1 point to Trey.
Okay, sorry. Lock in.
Lock it in.
It's been a minute, boys.
I'm going to ask you what country the following player is from. Jamal Murray.
Canada.
That's Bob.
Good job.
I had 3 locked in. That was one of them.
Who was the other 2?
Finland and Germany.
Finland. You thought I was going Lowry.
Yep. I knew you'd throw something funky in there.
For
Well,
some
see,
reason, I thought you were gonna say-
I assumed you guys would think I'd go European. So
Or-
that's why I went north.
I thought you were gonna go Australian with like Dyson
Little maple
Daniels. Or
syrup.
something
I thought you
like
were just going to
that
go
would've been
LeBron
good. I
James.
wouldn't have gotten that.
That'd be so funny, dude. Fuck, I should have done that.
That would have been good.
Oh,
Anthony Edwards.
Next time. That's funny. That's good. Who drafted Luca?
Hawks.
That is Trey, and he gets it.
Yeah. Yep.
That is Trey. Gets 100 points.
Traded for Trey.
They did, yeah. Or sorry, wait, wait, no,
Mavs.
you. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
Trey gets the Okay, then. By the way, chat said give him the 1,000. Give him the 1,000.
I already gave it to him. I was like, he's getting it. I don't know what we're doing here.
Thank you, Chad.
Super impressive.
You're some real ones.
Okay, so now it's going to be Bob and Justin again.
Oh,
I'm in the driver's seat. Come on now.
yeah, drive it.
Hit me.
Ching.
Who is the head coach of the following team? Pistons.
JB
Bickerstaff.
That's Bob.
That was close.
What number does the following player wear? Ja.
0.
4, 2,
2. 1.
3, 9.
Okay, we're going to a settling question. No answer
No
on
answer on
question
that?
2.
Can I tell him?
Trey, you know it.
Yeah.
What is it?
12.
12.
Like Tom Brady.
Gross.
80 for Brady was an excellent movie.
I'm shocked by how many people say that. I saw trailers for that and I was like, I'm never gonna.
But
Wait, we don't need
missing
we don't need a
out.
tiebreaker
It's
question because
hilarious.
he got the first one, then we don't get the second one, so we got to the third one.
Wait,
But
not
neither
a
of us
tiebreaker.
got
So, but
Oh,
just
sorry. Yeah,
goofball.
sorry.
there was a no answer on number 2.
Gotcha.
How many times has the following player made the NBA Finals? Jaylen Brown.
2.
That's quick.
Quick draw McGraw over
That
there.
was golly. You know what? That was insanely fast. Gee, it was
I
like
thought
this-
you were going to ask a Celtics player. And I was like, if it's one of the young guys, if it's Tatum or Brown, it's
He's got
2.
your drive up right now.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
It wasn't written in here as that. It was written as Steph, but I realized that I forgot to change that one from the last time we did jump ball. So it was Steph last time, and last time you got that same thing.
Yeah.
Same question.
It's his 2 teams,
And
too.
you got the same thing immediately. You were like, I knew you were going to say Steph.
I knew
Same
it.
thing,
They're
back to back.
scheming.
Wow, very
Weird.
impressive. All right, so that means
Collusion.
last round to close it out. It is. Oh, sorry, not last round.
Nope. It's
No,
me
so
and Trey.
it's Justin and Trey.
Trey not.
Round 5.
Okay.
Perfect.
Let's go.
I'll tell you why after.
Okay.
How many teams make the NBA playoffs?
16.
Because last time we did this,
Oh, wait.
Trey got the same question.
What'd I say?
You guys got the same question.
I remember this. We had this one.
And you both like fumbled over it or something. He said 8. You were
12.
like 20 because you were like trying to say play in, and then it was like,
Play
oh,
in.
play off. But then he was like 12, and I was like, in what? What do you?
I remember that.
Yeah, so it was just like it wasn't. Nobody was like you
I
were
was
both making
lost
cases
again.
just for the wrong thing. It
Thanks,
was
Justin.
It was fine.
No
Okay.
problem.
I'm gonna ask you who won the NBA Finals in the following season.
Okay.
The year. I'm gonna say the year that the finals took place.
Because that's the end of the season.
Yeah. 2015.
Heat.
Cavs.
Oh.
The Warriors.
Justin
There it
got
is.
Bang, back to back. All right, he closes out round 5, and that will do it for Justin's game. And it's going to close out with Trey and Bob.
Hell yeah.
Round 6, final
do this.
round here. Question for you guys. What number does the following player wear? Anthony Davis.
23.
24?
2.
12?
Wowie, no answer on the first one. He wears number 3.
Wow.
He was going to wear 23, but they wouldn't let LeBron change his number because of the Nike contracts and the jerseys.
We fumbled that.
Again.
He's on your fantasy team.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
Shout
All
out
right.
AD.
Rats.
No, here we go. I'm going to ask you who the franchise leading scorer is for the following franchise. Just so you know, stats transfer.
From teams. Okay.
Well, yes, like if maybe potentially if a team relocated at any point.
Got you.
As they do in the record books. Same way they do in the record books. Just in case there's any question. Miami Heat.
LeBron James. Dwayne Wade.
Okay, Trey.
Okay. Who's going to be that one?
It fumbled me for a second, too. I was like,
I thought it was going to be like Kareem or
It's
something.
gonna be like
Started big braining it.
Stats transfer Boston Celtics.
Yep. Yep. All right, Trey's got one. I'm going to ask you how many championships the following team has. And that answer is wrong.
May I ask what team it is?
The Hornets.
Oh.
You do have to update it.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that was right, but I was like, that's not right. Okay. Okay. How many championships does the following team have? It's the Spurs.
5.
Trey gets it. And Trey closes out the round.
Takes them.
I was hot today.
I'm a champion.
Yeah,
You really
you
were.
were,
So
buddy.
hot.
So hot.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay, Justin, why don't you do me a little flavor? Why don't you give me a little flavor?
What up?
Tell us who won that game.
That game?
Yeah, that game.
That game right there? You didn't win.
I couldn't get.
You couldn't win. Couldn't win.
Couldn't get any
win.
points.
Couldn't win you. I didn't win. Bob didn't win.
Nope.
Trey won.
Yes.
By a lot.
Hey.
Trey won. Well, I guess technically the game he won 300 to 200 to 100. But the day, what's a whole other situation? What? Was just doing things. Trey's up.
Trey's up big, huh?
Yeah, Trey won that game.
Trey won the game.
Trey won that game.
Did he also win the day?
Yes, also won the day. Also won the day. But I hadn't gotten there yet.
Oh, well, I was going to ask you who won the day.
Oh, the day today.
Yeah.
This day.
But real quick,
You didn't win today.
minus the 1,000
Yeah,
from
let's
the
count, yeah.
from that equation.
Okay.
Tell me who won the day.
Yeah.
Who won the day just from the game?
Oh, just from the
Situation.
games, not from the 1,000 points.
Yeah.
Okay, you still didn't win.
That's okay, I knew I wasn't. That's
Bob
okay.
didn't win. I didn't win.
He won still.
Trey still won.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. There you go.
I thought it was going to be a you snuck it out somewhere.
No. You won by 50.
All
Big
right.
one.
Well, here you go. There's the wheel, and you know what that means.
That's right. That's
Fuck.
right.
That's right, bitch. It's tough.
Alrighty.
Rotate that a little bit towards me. Towards there you go.
Spin the wheel.
Hey,
Spin the wheel.
get it.
Spin the wheel.
That was a weak spin.
I mean, what it is?
Steal 500 points.
Jesus Christ. That was it. What it was last week too.
Well, you know, I hate to be this guy, but the closest guy to me is Justin, so I'm going to have to steal 500 points from him.
Another
Sorry,
one.
man.
Back to back.
I've had 1,000 points
Yes.
stolen from me this week. So when I win this month,
This month, yeah.
y'all can
Wow.
be losers because I will have
Wow.
won.
Wow, that's crazy.
Damn,
That's
son.
Thank you, guys. I
So
got some
then-
points to play with conservatively.
What?
Not the time.
I'm playing conservative this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo!
So we've spun the wheel. We've won some points. We've accrued those points. We've played some games.
Damn, son, where'd you?
And it's time for
We didn't talk about them today at all.
what? Oh, I mean they're good, but they need him back.
Yeah, they're in the 4th seed. All right.
Yeah, but they need him back.
Yeah,
That's a
they're gonna fall.
They're legit if they don't have.
Oh,
they're
they
legit
not.
if they have him.
They're
They're
not going.
not
They're going to be
as-
right there. That conference sucks. Another exciting episode of Props to You. Here we are, folks. Here we are. Trey's in first place with 3,550 points.
Yes.
Wow, we.
500 of which are mine. Demontis Sabonis. They were mine. They were stolen.
one-
from me.
yeah,
They
but
were
they're not
literally
anymore.
stolen from me.
They're not anymore.
Why do you even bring it up?
Because it hurts. Don't
don't even own 'em.
Don't victim blame. Sabonis under 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists versus the Spurs this season.
Versus the Spurs. You never know what you're gonna get.
Never know what you're gonna get. Never. You know. You don't.
You don't
you
ever,
don't.
but especially when you're
Gambling.
playing against Victor.
How
And
many points today?
I think I am going to bet.
That's a wild mess.
I'm gonna bet 550.
550.
Yeah.
Only 50 of his own points.
Conservative. man.
Smart.
I'm playing conservative this year.
I am in second place. I do have 2,200 wins. All that hard work I did today, swiped away. Still in second place, not a big deal. James Harden over 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists versus the Oklahoma City Thunder without their best defender. I like it. And you know what? We doubled up last week.
Sorry, who were they without?
Chet.
He's not their best defender.
He's in the DPOY talks.
He's not.
I don't know what to tell you.
He's not their best defender.
So I'm gonna bet. You know what? I'm gonna bet 1,200.
Jeez Louise.
I'm playing conservative this year.
Bob. Nope, sorry, Michael. You're in third place, 1,500 points. Devin Booker under 28.5 points versus
Bob,
the Utah
lead me top.
Jazz tomorrow.
Yeah.
How many points?
Well, he hasn't been scoring a bunch recently, which is why I'm taking the under. He is on my fantasy team, which we'll get to for you YB sickos in just a moment. I am gonna put. Fuck, I wish I knew what Bob was doing, but because of the way it goes, I'm just gonna.
I'm playing conservative this year.
And I want to put 250 on it.
250.
If I get a little advantage,
Big
cool.
one.
If I'm not, we'll be playing some interesting games next week.
Bob,
Yes.
you are in last place. That is fact.
Factual.
Jalen Wilson, over 7.5 points.
Who?
Jalen
Yeah,
Wilson.
baby.
He's one of the Jalen's from the Jalen round. Versus the New Orleans Pelicans.
7.5.
7.5.
I don't even know what team that person's on.
Beautiful. Brooklyn Nets, baby.
Yeah.
Cactus.
So,
Cactus, 1250.
knowing that Michael did that,
Oh.
not knowing what I was going to do,
Huh?
this is like, I got to put like 750 on the board here.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like
I was going
it.
to do it all. I was going to make it a true daily double, but I'll just do 750.
Do it all. Do it all.
Say it one more time.
Do it all.
Put 1250 on there.
All right. Hey, do it all.
Do it all.
Do it all.
Do it all.
Do it.
What if I said it one more time?
Say it one more time.
Do it all.
No. All right.
Match is 1250. Not all
Match
of
it.
them. Not
Do
all
it.
of them.
Say it one more time.
Match my
match is
1250.
One more time.
Match my
Match is
1250.
1250.
No. All
We
right.
hate him. Why do we even do this with
I
him?
don't know. Only do 50.
50.
Only do 50.
Do 50.
Cactus said, you want me to drop it down to 50 points?
Say it again.
50. Okay.
Do less. You still just go.
Oh boy.
No.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. Oh boy. That's over. Okay, Cactus, welcome back. Thank you. Oh gosh. Mystic Mark says Sarah's Steaks needs to open up in the KC area. I'd totally hop in on investing in that.
Dude, I think a Steaks by Sarah restaurant is got to be incoming by this point.
Can you only serve chicken?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like that kind of.
Some
I feel like might be confusing for branding purposes.
yeah, I think I do only steaks, dude.
No, not if you put wooden steaks in all the
Let's
Don't be a
update
goofball.
our YB loyalists, our YB sickos on some YB fantasy, some standings here. I am the Fupa Doncic. If you throw it back to one of Bob's earliest episodes, Luka Doncic, my number one overall pick. I am 3-0. With a somewhat sizable lead on Bob for first place in the points category. 3-0. Me and Bob are. Bob is Happy Halloween. He'll be changing Halloween. He'll be changing his team name to.
Yeah, I think I need to keep it up with the holidays, Michael. So Jalen Green Bean Casserole will be my Thanksgiving.
I would challenge you somewhat to try to do it throughout the season. I feel like all the way through March and then into early April, there's a holiday pretty much throughout. Every few weeks you can kind of reach for one.
Oh, for sure. My birthday's in January too. I'm going to come up with something really ridiculous.
I mean, Thanksgiving. We've obviously extended. We've let Halloween extend a little bit, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so now we can push
He
Thanksgiving.
doesn't change his name. You just delete his name.
Delete.
Sorry.
All your
Oops.
all your players are free agents. Whoops. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve,
Your
of course.
your happy birthday.
Of
time.
course.
Valentine's.
It's going to be really
Valentine's.
slutty, so I'm just giving you a heads up right now.
As
Wow.
it should be.
Yeah,
As it
the
should be.
profile pic, it's not going to be
Birthday.
NSFW.
We are getting banned on Fantra.
For sure. Only fan tracks.
There we go. Trey, hardworking father of 3 and D, is in third place at 2-1, and he actually has more points than Bob does in second place.
I'm a fraudulent second, and I love it.
he's had a somewhat favorable 3-0 start, but
I've been worried about Bob's team since the draft, though. I mean, like both of your guys' team. Honestly, you've been killing it. Like your team, from your draft, I was like, I didn't know for sure where you were gonna be, but
Kiss him.
no, dude, he's finished off from, or he's starting off from where he finished last season, where he's like dominating each game. So
Looking like
hopefully
the
we can
Celtics,
change
yeah.
that this week.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
Trey and I are against each other this week. Best of luck to you, my friend.
Yeah,
I am a little
cheers.
nervous about you. I lost my third best player, Zion, for
Yeah.
quote, indefinitely. So we shall see about that. And then you two are going head to head.
You guys got each other. We got each other.
Kyle, sleeper. Kyle makes me fucking nervous. Pardon my French. He is very, very alarming to me. He's got a roster of guys. Also, we didn't talk about this off the pod, but I'll mention it now. I dropped Jakob for Healed, and I sleepless nights ever since.
I dropped him at the beginning of the year.
He would be my fifth best player now, and I want to scream. Every day.
He's ridiculous.
very good.
Can't be making moves like that.
I at one point with Grady Dick, Emmanuel,
I was scared of you,
Jakob Poeltl.
fucker.
What would I do?
I had him all
You
last
beating
year,
me.
too.
You were beating me. That's why. Webb Embiid, fantastic name. Just
Thank you.
such a
Well
good
done.
name.
Thank you.
Well done.
Justin's roster probably the best on paper, but just riddled with injuries is the problem, and that's kind of the thing. That's the same thing you did last year. Is like drafted this fantastic team, but really injury prone. So it's kind of like, all right, well, are you going to get healthy at any point?
Just
Not
let
at any
Embiid come
point,
back.
but like
I mean,
when does it happen?
realistically, that was like two players I knew were going to be out to start the season for sure, right?
Embiid and Kawhi.
Embiid and Kawhi. I knew Kawhi was going to be out, so he's the IR draft anyway. But listen, we're coming back around. I didn't foresee the Paolo leap.
Nobody could.
And the injury. Like I was like,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
No, the injury. Maybe.
The other question is he not like he's going to take a big drop when he comes back, but is he going to maintain that same level that he was those first few
75.
games?
Nuts.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean he is, and he will of course maintain that because he's not going to play anytime soon. He was the fourth best player in our league in the points league, so he'll be that for at least the next few weeks until he's back. And then we've got some other friends that have joined us in the league, hanging out in the bottom three, of course. Just we the five of us are super plugged in and very because we cover the league because of the YB and because of the show and all that.
If you remember last year.
Yeah, they are keeping up with their teams way better than it was last year. So
I was going to say Trey came back from.
I was like 0
Yeah.
and 4 or 0 and 5. I
It
think
could
was at
happen.
one point.
and Bob was off to a bad start as well.
Oh, I had a terrible last year, so to turn around into 3-0 to start gives me
Great.
some. Feels
Yeah.
good.
So, that's where it stands now. As I mentioned, Trey and I are against each other this week. Bob and Justin are against each other this week. So, some YB rivalries going down. A lot to look forward to this YB fantasy schedule. So I'm really excited about it. This is going to be an exciting week. And also, I don't know about you, Trey, but never mind. I won't.
We'll talk about it next week.
I won't divulge any strategy to you just yet, but we'll talk about it next week after the game is over.
He gives you his Excel spreadsheet. This is what I'm picking up on these days.
This is how I'm cheating.
I do have some of those. Well, not cheating, but
Bob,
I do have some.
Bob took my extra play, which I'm not like riding on. I look for extra plays because it's
He
opportunity.
took your extra play. What is that?
Well, like, he didn't take it, but he snagged Chris Paul, which I wanted.
Dude, Chris Paul sucks.
He
Let
doesn't
him go.
suck. I'm telling you, look at his
40
last
points a game.
which is could. I mean,
You say that.
it's 40 points a game helps, and he could pop off tonight with Victor. You never know with Victor.
He has 25 right now, which is nice.
Whatever. All right. Well, so that is where things are now. Okay, let me figure out how to do an outro of this damn show. Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, that is where the points are. That is where YB Fantasy is for you, YB Sickos. Thank you so much if you're still here and watching and sticking around. If you're still listening, we love you so much. It's been a blast to be back, the four of us together for the first time since August. As I mentioned a couple weeks ago, we needed a little bit of a break. It's fun doing this every week, but the break was much appreciated. So thank you for coming on back and sticking around with us and listening back once again. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars, share with friends, and follow us at @Yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And just a reminder, of course, we are recording and streaming live from the Yay Studio.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Again, go to yaybasketball.com for exclusive YB merch. We've got t-shirts, mugs, hats, stickers, and hoodies with a bunch of great designs. So go grab some of that sweet Yay Basketball merch. Yay Basketball merch. Yaybasketball.com. Bob, do you have anything for the folks at home?
I think if the folks at home are keeping track, I think, what is it, 11-11 today?
Yep. Make a wish.
I don't think Giannis will be on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Whoa.
by the end of this season.
Wow.
I think they're
Mid-season
I
trade for
think
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They cut ties.
Generational player.
I think they cut ties, and they honestly, it's about time. And if they want to move forward with Doc, they need to commit to Doc, or if they need to commit to, you can't do an Adrian Griffin Jr. V2. You can't do it again. You know, you
can't fire 2 coaches mid-season.
You can't do that. That is like a full blown no. And so the only answer to that solution, and it sounds like the Bucks are shopping everyone else other than Dame and Giannis. They need to get fucking real.
Just real quick, while we are talking about the Bucks, holy moly, great timing. Well, not great timing. I mean, bad news, but Shams, Milwaukee's Damian Lillard has entered concussion protocol and is out versus the Raptors. So, not most likely long term, but bad news for the Bucks. Like they need any more bad news. Justin, what you got for the Bucks?
Well, Wizards won!
No fucking shot.
Hell yeah,
really?
baby.
Because what's exciting, right?
Wow.
The future's exciting. The future can be bright for a lot of people, right? No, it's always darkest before the dawn, and it is dark right now.
We watched The Dark Knight last night.
I will say this: the bright spot's obviously Bilal. Obviously, Alex Sarr is a little bit of a bright spot. I think he's 4th in the league in blocks per game. So if he can become a Rudy Gobert type, I really can't.
It's your Wizards watch song.
Oh yeah! I didn't even know about it.
Restart.
I do all that to say this: the Wizards need to be in the capture the flag sweepstakes. They get. I mean, if you go into next season and you've got Jordan Poole, you've got Bub Carrington, you've got Alex
actually
Sarr,
have some
you've
young
got
guys.
Bilal, you've got Flag. Like that's nuts. I do want to say this. We didn't talk about this during the show, but I want to talk about it now. That we are in the midst of a player having the greatest individual start to a season, probably of all time.
Who's that?
Nikola Jokic. He currently is statistically 4th in the league in points. He leads the league in both rebounds and assists. He's
Insane.
averaging 50, 50, and 80. It is nuts, and I am already taking the victory lap on when he gets this MVP this year because no one is close right now. So if things hold at this point in time, I don't see anybody coming anywhere near him individually.
I just think that the only thing is I think they have to be like a convincing playoff team.
Yeah, they're in the 4th seed right now, or the 4th seed right now.
Yeah, the West is so muddy. It feels a little early on
That's
the
true.
West.
That is true.
And I'm not saying a part of me feels like, oh, if he drags them to a top 6 confirmed playoff seed, given those numbers, give him MVP.
He's gonna. I think he's gonna do more than that.
But if they're fighting for it, if they're in the play-in and he's putting up these numbers, meanwhile Luka or whoever is close and they're top 3,
Then no.
then it's got to be him, right? Whoever else, you know.
Yeah.
Trey, what you got for the people, my brother?
Well, we'll start it off with today is National Sunday Day.
Oh.
So,
On a Monday, what an incredible
make sure after the show you guys enjoy yourself with a nice Sunday.
on a Monday.
You think they would make it like the 5th Sunday of whatever?
Yeah.
5th Sunday
You get
of
it?
whatever.
Like Thanksgiving.
But no, a player that I've been watching that I kind of want to give flowers to, which is he's not really like changing his team right now, but he's been playing really well, is Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah.
He's
on your fantasy team. What a shocker.
The reason why I picked him up is because I seen how good he was playing, and it reminded me of the 2017-18 season when he left the Hawks because he was having a really good season that year and averaging over 20 points a game. It's pretty identical to that season. So he's not. The Nets aren't really doing anything. I'm sure he'll be packaged with a player, Dorian Finney-Smith, somebody else to get somebody in Brooklyn, but. If he keeps playing like this, he will definitely be traded by the trade deadline to a potential contender.
What are the odds you think he gets offered a contract and turns it down and bets on himself again?
I don't think he does that twice because he really shot himself in the foot with that. Was it like $80 million? Yeah,
80 million.
What are you doing, dude? But no, shout out Dennis Schroeder.
Shout outs to Shroods. It is time for your random city weather update.
Oh, okay.
Today we're doing Poughkeepsie, New York.
Nice.
Love Poughkeepsie.
I'm going there.
Little upstate. Really?
No.
Okay. Upstate New York. Right now it is 57 degrees. Or as
nice.
you'd call
It's
it,
a lot
the
warmer
mid
than I thought.
70s.
In the mid 50s.
Mid 50s.
57 degrees.
57.
Where is that?
Actually, it'd be the late 50s.
Late 50s.
No.
Chance of rain. Why the graphic is weird? Google, it's a 2% chance of rain, so never mind. But it says partly cloudy. But however, there is a red flag, which means there's fire warning. So everybody be careful. Everybody careful if you're camping. It's dry out there. Okay?
Hopefully rain.
I'm not going to give you any traffic, but the wind. Let's talk about the wind real quick.
Please.
4 to 11 miles per hour south to southeast winds. So just be careful. That is part of the and 13 to 15 miles an hour southeast winds from 4 to 8 a.m. So be careful if you're out there camping in 50 degree.
That's right, because you're by the Finger Lakes. You're going to be spending a lot of time this weekend. Good pike up in that area, folks, but you do have to be careful. Weather conditions, you never know what you're going to get. Michael, back to you.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We really do appreciate it. It's been a blessing and a pleasure. Man, it's good to be back. We're going to be getting back to weekly episodes, and I'm very excited and very happy to be doing it. So thank you so much for listening, everybody. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. And next week, we'll be seeing you again with a little bit of YB. And
Sir.
If in the meantime you're thinking, well, what do I do? What do I do? You remember,
Yeah, basketball.